You dancing around. Okay.
I'm ready.
Fix the hair a little bit.
I'm wearing a watch today. It's 3 o'clock.
Oh, look at that. It's 3 o'clock
I
somewhere.
need to go get all my watches' batteries
I
replaced.
know, that's expensive. Okay, ready? 1, 2. What was that move?
I don't know.
Hi, everybody. Hi. I was like a way lean back movement. Okay. Hi. We're back for another Wind Down Wednesday. It's been a couple of weeks. It's been super crazy busy with lots of stuff going on the past couple of weeks, but we're back now to share a couple of really delicious wines with you tonight. I'm fairly certain we've had these wines before, but
The Syrah?
I think we have had the Syrah. I'm not sure if we've done a video on it or not.
Yes.
I think we've had the Syrah. And we are actually trying a new vintage of the Dove Hunt Dog Sauvignon Blanc. So we're going to start with that one. We've had the 2021 vintage, and now this is new, the 2023 vintage. Very similar, but the tasting notes are a little bit different. There's you're going to find lemon is a typical taste that you'll get in there. A little bit of pineapple. You're thinking sweet?
Little sweet, but
okay.
a little heavier white.
Oh, okay.
A
little bit like stronger flavor than a normal Sauvignon Blanc. Okay.
Which is weird, but...
This is $25 a bottle, earthy and crisp with notes of lemon, pineapple, and green herbs. Okay. So what you have been going on lately?
Just been busy. It's amazing to me that you can find a 1961 sewing machine, okay, that works, and people are willing to pay enormous amounts of money for it.
Yeah.
I am talking, there is an entire market out there for vintage.
And for sewing machines, of all things.
I've become a sewing machine dealer. I never thought I would, but I am. So I look specifically now when I'm at sales for sewing machines. Of all different kinds. The newer ones, they have to be like really new and high tech with all the digital stuff with screens to get money. The ones that are kind of, 90s, 2000s, yeah. But before that, like 80s, 70s, 80s, 60s, oh my gosh.
I have a sewing machine, but mine's from like the early 2000s.
It's not worth anything. But
it doesn't have any special bells or whistles.
No, it's just not even that. It's like the older things are, the more valuable they become. Like a sewing machine.
Well...
Did your mother have a sewing machine?
Oh yeah. She's got a really old one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure if she actually still uses it anymore, but...
I
remember her sitting there when I was really little, when they were, tight on money, and I would need at church, the choir, children's choir was performing, and we had to have a white top and black pants, or you could wear like a black jumper.
She sewed it for you?
She sewed the jumper for me. She bought the material and she sewed the jumper. She bought me the blouse.
Did she?
Mm-hmm. I think she got a pattern and then made it herself.
She's gonna tell you what this is.
We have cauliflower crust pizza. I bought it because it was on sale, and I was like, oh, cauliflower crust is supposed to be lower than carbs. If you compare, especially if you get like one of the other thin crust pizzas, it really turns out to be like the same amount of carbs. I mean, it's not that big of a difference in taste than regular pizza, but I mean...
Tastes like pizza.
It really is. I don't...
I'm starving anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I don't see... As you can tell, he's like chowing down over here.
Starving.
This is 100% Sauvignon Blanc, no blend of any kind. This is a California wine. More specifically, earthy and crisp with notes of freshly squeezed lemon, young pineapple, and green herbs.
Squeezed?
Yeah. So this is a new vintage. It's giving even more zesty, crispy freshness to a Sauvignon Blanc for all white wine lovers. Pairs well with seafood towers, soft cheeses, and fresh veggies.
Definitely chill it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It wasn't in the, I had to shove it in the freezer when I got home because I forgot to put it in this
Definitely
wine.
chill this wine. Because warm it would not be good.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I've become a wine snob. Honestly. I literally have become a snob.
I like my whites chilled anyway.
Well, when you have these types of wines and you try them warm, room temperature, chilled, this particular definitely chill it.
They do take on different flavors.
Yes, they do.
All right, so Dove Hunt Dog is, besides Fieldhouse, I think is one of their oldest labels they've carried.
What year is that?
2023. They do have a lot of variety, constantly getting new
So
vintages out.
We've never done this one.
This specific, we've done Sauvignon Blanc, but it was the 2021. So this is the 2023 vintage. So let's see. It is 12.5% alcohol, 111 calories per 5-ounce serving. Okay, let me go. This one has better information. 0.66 grams per liter of residual sugar, 88 parts per milliliter of sulfites. Every wine has sulfites in it. Let's see, 0.04 grams of carbs per 5-ounce serving. This is the great thing about all of these clean crafted wines is because they're much lower in calories. There's no added sugar. They're much lower in carbs.
Low carbs.
Right. So, like, you don't have to worry about if you started off the new year with a New Year's resolution to kind of be more conscious of what you are eating and drinking. You don't have to feel guilty about having a glass or two of this wine.
I mean,
because it's not going to sabotage your, if you're kind of watching what you
diet.
eat. Yeah.
No, definitely not. And it's not diet tasting either.
Oh, it's full of flavor.
Yeah.
It's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it's great.
But we've said it all before, but like, if you've never tried clean crafted wine, when you taste this, you don't realize how much other additives and fillers that are in the store-bought wines. And this is what wine is supposed to taste like.
Yeah, it is. And once you get used to it, you get hooked.
Yeah, you really, and you can't drink the store-bought wine where
or at the restaurant. When you go to the restaurant, you can't drink it anymore.
Yeah. So the ingredients for this wine are grapes, tartaric acid, yeast, and sulfites. And that's it. That's all that goes into this wine. Everything else is just the natural flavors from the way that the grapes were grown. So would you like a little bit of the soil to sip report?
Yes.
Okay.
Say that.
Sourced from cool climate vineyards on the California coast, meeting the clean crafted commitment. Picked by individual plot at optimum ripeness, sorted all by hand. Fermented in stainless steel tanks for 15 days with minimal skin contact to express vibrant, natural acidity and fruit profile. Aged briefly in stainless steel and blended before bottling.
It's good.
You like it with the pizza?
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure about that. I didn't have any seafood
I'll wait
tonight.
for red.
Okay.
We have a limited menu tonight. Limited menu.
Trying to keep it simple.
My tomatoes are not growing well.
No, I know that this year they're not doing it. We had that really big cold snap a couple of weeks ago.
They are not healthy. I'm having a hard time. Last year they were really healthy. But this year they are definitely not good. Well, I take that back. The top part looks really healthy now. The bottom is really old and I got to cut it away.
But it's still not fruiting yet.
They are. They started fruiting.
Oh, okay.
They started fruiting.
That's new.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll see all kinds of babies when you come over. Tomorrow night you can come over and see the babies.
Yes.
But yeah, they're fruiting, and let me tell you, I'm trying to figure out which ones are San Marzano and which ones are the yellow plum. But I've got multiple plants.
You just gotta wait till they get bigger.
One of the plants is really bad shape, unhealthy.
Oh.
Yes. But the other ones I think they might make it through. I'm gonna put a little Miracle Grow on them and see what happens. You know what I mean?
So while we're pausing in between the two wines, I did want to talk about this bubbly, this Mesara sparkling Pinot Noir. It looks like a sparkling rosé, but it's actually a Pinot Noir. This is an absolute fantastic wine. Every time we've served this,
forgot about that.
We had at our last wine party we served this. Everybody absolutely loved it. It tastes great. I bought this back around in the fall. And then I thought they ran out of it because they took it off of the website. But they just popped up with a surprise sale.
How much?
So it is, you can get the 2-bottle set of this for $59. Shipping is included. If you want to add another bottle or two to that order, then that also will be included in the free shipping. This is a fantastic deal because it's normally $35 a bottle. So if you were to get the 2 bottles, just the 2 bottles, that would be $70. Plus you'd have to pay shipping because you have to spend $150 to get the free shipping. But this is a special set, 2 bottles of this for $59, and shipping is included.
All right. So my burning question is this: if I buy that set tonight and I add one bottle of Conde Laterre, is the whole order free shipping?
Yes.
I'll do that.
Yes, it will be. So this special sale promotion runs through February 7th. So act fast. I need to check on there to make sure they haven't run out of it yet. So this is a really excellent wine, perfect for Valentine's Day coming up. If you get your order in quickly, you should be able to get it in before Valentine's Day.
What are we doing for Valentine's Day?
It's a Friday night, so I think we should either go out to dinner or we'll make steaks or something. We'll cook here.
Yes, we could. Now, do you have your son that night?
I do.
Okay, so if we make steaks, we have to make him one.
That's fine. He'll eat steak.
Yeah.
He loves steak.
Yes.
He's a growing boy. He's doing a lot of running right now, so burning a lot of calories.
I have to buy my mother flowers. Mom.
Yes.
Hi, Mom.
Yes.
Yes. So mom's she's all right. I talked to her today. They went to Walmart and Publix, and they went all over the place. So I was like, oh, so
running some errands.
You must be feeling better. No, I'm not feeling better.
Oh, she's waiting to get approval from Medicare to be able to get a procedure done. She's in a lot of back pain.
She said she started drinking bubbly again.
Oh, she did?
Yes.
Oh, good.
She was have to combat the pain until the doctor sees me. And I was like, good, do it.
Until she can get in.
Good. Whatever works, right?
Yes.
For medicinal purposes.
Yes.
They used to do that, and they used to give soldiers in World War II. The USO, it's called USO, the women would come over, and the women would volunteer to go over there. You know that, right?
Yeah.
They would bring liquor, and they do dances and stuff, and all the soldiers would go in to get some, to relieve the pressure and stress, and they would...
Well, there would be females there so they could dance and hang out together, right? No.
And girls would volunteer to go over there.
Yeah.
And a lot of them got married, and they've been together for 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
70 years. Had children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
Yes.
All the SSO girls. After being an SSO girl and you meet me and I go, come here, baby.
Well, hopefully it's my first trip over there.
Yes, hopefully it is. Did you went with 10 other guys before me?
No.
No.
Okay, so this is really a really great drinkable wine, just to sip on its own. But lots of different ways you could pair it. This is another winner for me.
This would be for me.
For a Sauvignon Blanc, it's got a lot of flavor.
If I'm going to make chicken piccata, let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do this one. This is a great chicken piccata wine.
Oh, as not like a buttery Chardonnay? You don't want to do that?
I think this is really good. This is a heavier...
Well, the lemony flavor goes really good with piccata. You're right.
Because you have put a little lemon in there with the capers.
And it's kind of surprising how smooth. It's not creamy, but it's surprising how because it was only aged in stainless steel.
It's Chardonnay.
Right. It wasn't aged in oak though.
I put teeth whitener on today.
You feel the difference on your teeth?
No, there was this pasty stuff all over my teeth, like the whole ride over here, and I'm going.
Oh.
I kept spitting out the window.
Well, did you follow the directions to leave it on long enough?
I left it on for 30 minutes,
okay.
and you leave it on for 30 minutes every day. It says after 2 or 3 days you'll notice a difference. So we'll see.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
To move on? Okay. Next one. We're going to do the Gallivant.
That's a dark Syrah.
Syrah,
this
yes.
This is good with the Wagyu. I'm making
it might be. This is 2022 vintage. It is a zero sugar, low calorie, low in sulfites wine. So when they say zero sugar, they're talking about there's a metric that's used for the amount of sugar that's in it because there's never any added sugar or anything else because it's below a certain threshold. Then they classify that as a zero sugar wine. Fruity and bold, this wine pairs with carnitas, aged cheeses, and backyard barbecues. So yes, Syrah, definitely goes well with barbecues.
You go good with steak, right?
Yeah, probably. It has tasting notes of boysenberry, blueberry, and bacon. Ooh.
Let's do this with the Wagyu.
Oh, I wish I had some bacon.
I bought Wagyu. It was very expensive.
Yes.
Very expensive.
He got suckered into buying the expensive
$118 for 2 steaks.
Yeah.
$118.
Have a little cracker.
But you know what? Only the best for my girl. I'll give her the best. She brings the best wines to me. I bring the best beef to her.
Well, we're celebrating. because he had a really good week
Yes,
last week
I did.
with his business.
I did.
I had my once-a-year formal evaluation,
I had a good week.
and I got really good marks, so I'm very excited about that.
Yes. I didn't quite understand all of that, how it works, but trying to figure it out.
So on a 5-point scale, and out of the areas I was observed on, I got a 5 on 2 of them, and I got a 4 on the other one. So, you know.
They drink any of these wines. We went out to dinner with them, and we brought multiple bottles of wines. And
they're like, oh, yeah, I'll try some of that. I'll try some of that.
There was nothing left at the end. Let's just say that.
Oh, we were sitting there for several hours, though.
Yes.
So,
yes.
and between the 4 of us, it was a really fun evening.
And that's a great place to go to dinner. It's called Bosphorus. Well, props to Bosphorus.
Turkish cuisine.
Turkish cuisine, yes, and excellent chicken and rice. And the wines went wonderful with everything. And they make this, what's that bread called?
Yeah, the pillowy bread.
What is it? Is it falafel?
No, that's not falafel. It's do they call it like labas or something like that?
I don't know, but we had like a couple of those, and everybody kept pulling from.
Yeah,
the
you just pull from it and you dip it in the different kinds of hummus and all different. We ordered the whole platter of a mixture of different kinds of dips and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's delicious.
Cheers to you guys because they paid for dinner that night.
Oh yeah.
We got you next time.
Yes, we do.
We will pay for Bosphorus next time.
So
it's the midway point between the houses.
Yes, we live so close to each other.
Right.
It's a wonder we don't bump into them more.
You don't bump into them in public?
No, I don't.
Really? I'm surprised, honestly, because they live like right here.
I know, and I'm always at Publix.
They are definitely part of our club.
So I will say with this wine, I'm pleasantly surprised because Syrah I typically think like peppery, and I don't get peppery at all with this one. It's more fruit forward than a typical Syrah.
And I'm having the pungent cheese.
So I love that.
You gotta try the pungent cheese.
Okay.
Let me grab
yeah, I'm gonna try some pizza with it too. So this is actually 90% Syrah and a blend with 10% Barbera. Barbera is a little bit lighter red.
Barbaric.
No. So let's see. Bold yet elegant. That's a way that they describe it. Everything you love about Gallivant, which is a really, really great wine for the price.
That's perfect. Bold yet elegant. That's perfectly describes this wine.
If you love full-bodied, fruit-forward reds, look no further than this new Syrah release. Layers of berries, juicy fruit, a touch of spice that ends in a little touch of meatiness. Break out the brisket. Ooh, yeah, this would go really good with brisket.
Oh, wow.
This is a match made in heaven.
Wagyu.
Pairs well with kebabs, carnitas, aged cheeses, sautéed mushrooms, and backyard barbecues.
You said, what should I bring for the Wagyu? Bring this. If you have another bottle, bring it.
I do not have another bottle. I have a different Syrah.
Okay.
I have a cab. We'll just have to look through my selection of reds.
We need to get we're gonna get a basement.
A basement cellar with a computerized inventory.
Right. What vintage? I need a 2022 something that goes good with filet mignon. What goes good with lobster tail tonight?
So if I didn't mention this before, this is $28 a bottle. And that's
it?
No, it's a little bit higher for a Gallivant. Normally Gallivant's a little bit lower.
That's not bad.
In price. But, I mean, these are both, the Dove Hunt Dog and the Gallivant are more of like our moderately priced wine. So, I mean, when it comes to clean crafted, these are pretty typical. Sometimes you can find these ones on sale or packaged together in some kind of set where shipping is included.
If you're used to, let me just say this. If you're used to Yellowtail Shiraz or Yellowtail Merlot, I am telling you, if you were to take a glass of this right now, you would never go back. You would never go back to spending, well, Yellowtail now, it used to be $6 a bottle. It's probably $12 or $13 a bottle.
I know.
Or Little Penguin or any of that stuff. And I'm not knocking you guys if you're watching for the first time. If you tried this, you'd say $28, that's a bargain. That's a bargain. Mm-hmm. Especially with free shipping. That's a bargain. That,
the bubbly Pinot Noir.
That right there is insane. That's insane.
It's really good. So, I'm noticing with the pizza, with the meats and the veggies and stuff that are on there, I'm not doing the spicy sauce. It does bring out a lot more of the peppery in this wine. It's not bad. Mm-hmm. They actually play off of each other really nicely. So just something to consider. I want to try with the strawberries and some of the other their cheeses. So a few more stats about this wine. This is 12.5% alcohol. 0.35 grams per liter of residual sugar. So I think this is a little bit higher.
Yeah, but it's still.
It doesn't taste sweet though.
No.
71 parts per milliliter of sulfites, a little bit lower. Reds are typically a little bit lower than whites. It is 102 calories per 5-ounce serving, 0.05 grams of carbs per 5. I mean, it's so minuscule. It's like you can barely count it as anything. So definitely, again, great wine to drink when you're trying to be a little conscious and not sabotage your meal plan by adding a whole bunch of calories in from what you're drinking.
My diet.
No.
I lost a pound.
There you go.
I did. I watch my weight. I work out every day.
I've been trying to cut back too and have like lower carbs and really just restrict my carbs to just fruits and vegetables.
It sucks once you get mid-40s, right? Mid-40s up. It sucks.
Ladies, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Ladies.
I mean, it's like carbs are not your friend.
It's like hard to fight it. It's like you just want to live, right? You want to live and enjoy life, but then it's like.
And I'm not like overindulging.
No,
I'm not.
you don't overindulge.
I'm not gorging myself, but it's like
pizza?
Any kind of carb that's not from fruits and vegetables.
You gain weight.
It just makes you balloon up.
Right.
It's terrible.
So all I can say is this: try to get a workout in every day.
Yep, that's a good idea.
And try to get plenty of sleep.
Yep.
Honestly, get 8 to 9 hours of sleep.
Those are the two biggest things. If you're not getting those, it doesn't matter how much you exercise. Doesn't matter how much you watch your weight and restrict calories or anything else like that.
Cortisol will build.
Yes.
And the cortisol builds.
Unfortunately.
Because daily stress, driving in traffic over here, I get really pissed off. I get really pissed.
And in the mornings when I'm driving into work from his house.
She gets pissed. And that drive from my house to her school is, oh my God, I can't even imagine.
And there's no other way.
Every goddamn light.
People are driving slow in the fast lane. It's like, just get over.
People don't know how to drive.
They don't. So, okay, a little soil to sip information. This fruit was sourced from vineyards up to 40 years old. That's right, 40 years old. But you realize 40 years old was like the 80s. When we hear 40 years old, we think like much earlier than that. All meeting the clean crafted commitment. Harvested at night and early morning to capture natural acidity and maximize expression of each variety. Each parcel was fermented separately in stainless steel for 21 to 25 days to allow their individual character to develop. Oh my gosh, you have a lot of weird stuff on there.
No, that's gross.
Yeah, I know. Before aging in stainless steel, Barbera added to final blend to enhance freshness and aromatics. Bottled using lighter glass under sustainable cork with sterile filtration.
Do you know that song? I've been thinking about it.
Yes, I think the sterile filtration just means that like there's no sediment in there, right? I think that's what they mean by that.
Some of the wines, when you're not with me, I see sediment at the bottom of the glass.
Yeah, Oso Pardo.
Yes.
I think is one of those. That's a Spanish wine. That's one of the ones that I believe is unfiltered. No. It's just not filtered, and it settles at the bottom. So when you drink it, there's nothing wrong with the wine. It's just sediment from the wine process. Some of them are filtered, like this is, and some of them are not. It's no big deal.
Fun fact: Sun Creek Strawberry Blonde.
Yeah.
Sometimes has sediment at the bottom of the glass when I'm done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because they use so much strawberries from Southern Hills Farm.
I've never noticed that before.
They get the strawberries from Southern Hills Farm, which is right down the road here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how they cook it all together, but it's like, the Strawberry Blonde is really good. It's sugary at the end, but it is good. You like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good beer. So I'm a beer snob and a wine snob and a coffee snob.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So the ingredients for this wine are grapes, yeast, tartaric acid, malolactobacteria, and sulfites. A few more, and like the malolactobacteria I think is the only thing that's extra in this one that wasn't in the white. Again, just the aids that are needed in order to make the grapes ferment into an actual wine. But
excellent Syrah.
I really, I'm not normally a fan of Syrah. I saw that this was a little bit more fruit forward, and it does not disappoint. I actually like this one.
So what would you grade the Sauvignon Blanc?
I mean, I do like the white better. I would probably give that white like an 8. And I would probably give the Syrah. I'd probably give the Syrah an 8 too. Maybe give the white like an 8.5.
I would flip flop that. I would say 8.5 on
I
the
know
red.
you gravitate towards like you like that peppery
This is a good.
Syrah.
This is a good. It's not peppery. You said it wasn't peppery.
It was when I had it with the pizza. Now I'll say after I had it with the strawberry, it went back to being like totally
There's
smooth
a chunk
again.
of shit in there.
What?
The spicy sauce.
Oh my gosh.
That's the last.
From the pizza. It's a pepper from the pizza.
That's the last of the zing sauce. So watch. I'm gonna have a little bit of zing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it's not affecting me anymore? I'm actually getting used to this.
You're not. It's not making your nose run anymore.
No.
The allergens down here right now
good.
are terrible. After we had that huge like cold snap, now it's warmed up. We're back up into the 80s. It's February,
Yep.
and we're back up into the 80s. So things are blooming. There's pollen everywhere. Everybody's sneezing. My students, I have days where I have like, probably like
Green
a good
shit all over my truck.
10% of my students out, which is a lot. And then when they come back, they're all sniffling and using up all the tissues and everything. It's like, stay away.
All I can tell you is, honestly, it's like, it goes from one extreme to the next down here in the wintertime. I mean, it was 2 weeks ago.
Highs in the 40s.
It was 40 at noon, 41 degrees and raining. And I'm telling you, it was cold
That was bad.
and nasty. Remember that day?
Mm-hmm.
It was cold. I went to a Popka that day, and it was nasty. And I had on a flannel, I had my leather vest on, my cowboy hat on.
I know if you have any Northerners that are watching this video, you laugh at us. But
I know.
I'm saying like
I'm from
that is not normal.
I'm a
down
Floridian
here.
now. I've been here for 20 years, so I'm a Floridian. Floridian.
And what was it? Was
Floridian.
it whenever we had that cold snap that came all the way down into the snow? It actually brought in snow
In Tallahassee.
in North Florida. They
Like
actually
feet.
and enough snow where they had to cancel school.
Like a foot of snow.
Because we are not prepared for snow. We don't have like trucks that can come through and clear the roads, and the interstates were shut down.
The governor had to
it
get-
was crazy.
The governor had to hire trucks, snowplow trucks from other states to come in and clear the roads.
I mean, but that never happens here, especially not at that level. It didn't come all the way down here to where we are in Central
In
Florida.
Tallahassee it was.
But in Tallahassee
I
and
bet you
North
some of
Florida.
your family experienced
Yes,
it.
they had a couple of snow days. Oh my gosh, it was so fun watching everybody post their Facebook
You should have texted
videos.
your cousin and asked her.
And they were like literally sledding. Because Tallahassee is full of hills. So they were literally out
That's
there
fun.
sledding.
That's fun.
On the
Can you
snow.
imagine?
I know. I grew up in Tallahassee, and I can tell you, in that entire
You
time,
never saw snow.
we got the most we ever got was a little dusting on the ground, and by midday it melted. There was no more snow.
Well, there's no sledding.
Oh, not when I was
But you
growing
would
up.
have. You would have if there was a lot of snow.
Yeah, if I could have. Yeah,
You would have done it.
It would have been fun.
No, but we. I grew up in Syracuse, New York, in upstate New York. We had feet of snow. I mean, literally feet of snow, negative 20 degrees. I brought her there before. It was just
Like blizzarding.
the weekend that I brought her there. We went to the Syracuse Notre Dame basketball game, and it was like winter storm warning. Feet of snow. I rented a Yukon. Remember, it was a black Yukon I rented, 4-wheel drive. I was in 4-wheel drive the whole time I was driving it. We got around, didn't we?
Yeah.
We went to Gold's Gym. We went to Destiny USA. It was cold. I remember the whole downstairs of the mall was freezing because the doors wouldn't shut.
Yeah.
And we went to Destiny USA, which is it's like a theme park in Syracuse. They have indoor water parks there now. They have
It's the second largest mall in the United States, right
United
behind
States.
the Mall of America.
second largest mall in America.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of stuff to do there. And they have indoor go-kart tracks. You saw it, right?
Ropes course.
Rope course. They have, what's that thing with the thinking thing? The theme park thinking, what's it called?
I don't know.
I can't remember the name of it. The theme park, the thinking thing. Will you go in there?
Ripley's?
Yeah, they have Ripley's, believe it or not, there. But they have
Don't
something.
they have like a Dave and Buster's in
They
there
have a Dave and
too?
Buster's in there. Yep. They have TGI Fridays. They have...
Every restaurant you could think of, basically.
Yeah, they do.
Any store you could think of.
Yes.
They have there too. So, I think we will wrap it up for tonight. Let everybody
We're gonna wrap it
enjoy the
up.
rest of their evening or day, whatever time you're watching this video. So,
Yes.
we hope you guys are getting over the winter blues.
Yeah,
and
we
kind
didn't do
of-
a video like the last couple of
No,
weeks.
we didn't. So getting into next week is going to be Valentine's Day. So hopefully you're getting into the love frame of mind
Love.
and getting ready to buy your special
To love
somebody.
each other.
Yes, something for Valentine's
What are
Day
you getting
coming
me?
up. It's a secret. I'm not telling.
I'm getting her something. She's not going to believe it.
Really?
I just get her flowers and chocolate.
Yeah, he really does.
What else does a woman want, honestly?
Yeah, that's our favorite thing.
Flowers and chocolate, and then we have wine.
Yes. It's a perfect night.
Yes.
And we will definitely be drinking. I have a bottle of this chilled ready to go. We will be drinking that on Valentine's Day, yes.
Okay.
All right, so we have a great week, everybody. We should be back again next week.
Try to keep it real.
Fingers crossed.
Work hard. Keep going. Everything's going good.
Yep. All right.
Like, subscribe, and share if you like what you see. Honestly, we know that you like it because.
And we'll add the links to these wines in the
we're
comments
feeling
below.
you. We like it. I see you guys watching them. I see you. I see you. You're watching. I can see it. So we're digging that. Share it. Go on Facebook. Post it on your Facebook page, your Instagram page.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that. If you comment or message us, we'll respond. One of us will respond.
Yes.
So.
All
Cheers.
right. Bye, everybody.
See ya.